For this research task, I've been looking at 3 different documentary presenters, so I can have a think about what style I want to use for my documentary at the end of this unit. So I've been looking at Louis Theroux, Ross Kemp, and Stacey Dooley, and whilst I've been watching their stuff, they each had their own good points and they had their bad points. For Louis, I liked how he provides extra info for audiences so they know at that current stage of the documentary what's going on. He also observes constantly just so that he can see the situation unfold, so he kind of knows what to do next during his documentaries. But I don't like how he sometimes acts a bit dumb so he can get more information out the person he's interviewing at that time. For Ross Kemp, I like how he asks direct questions. Sometimes he gets both sides of the story, like when I watched his documentary when he was in Afghanistan and in Honduras, which was his Extreme World series. He interviewed soldiers within Afghanistan, and then in his other program he kind of interviewed people in Honduras who were in that situation that they were in at that time. The bad points about Ross Kemp is he gets a bit too involved, which kind of exaggerates what he's actually doing there. And I also watched Stacey Dooley's documentaries, and I liked how she used facts and statistics to kind of, as an introduction of the documentary. She's kind of a bit calm and friendly when she's interviewing her interviewees, but the only bad thing, she only shows one side of the story, so it's kind of a bit one-sided. So when I compared each of these styles, I thought, well, I want to use a similar style to Louis Theroux because I like how he asks the questions that are more important, the ones that need asking, but he doesn't get too involved in the situation. He just sits back and observes. But when I compare him to Ross Kemp's kind of gets a bit too involved. He asks the questions. He sometimes observes. But Louis Theroux doesn't get too involved, which is the style I kind of want to use in my documentary. I don't like the style of Stacey Dooley because she observes more and sometimes looks like she forgets to ask questions, which is kind of similar to Louis Theroux in a way, but when he observes the situation, but he kind of focuses on more on what kind of questions he could ask to get the info that he needs for the documentary, so that people know what's going on. As I said before, I wanted to use the style of Louis Theroux, so I'll do this by asking the questions that I think that needs to be asked, so that the right idea and messages get across, and also observe the situation when I think's best within the documentary.